Hey guys. Just wanted to share something a little bit different today as opposed to just action figures. A couple of books out of my book collection. I've had these for quite a while. One I actually completed my set last week because I got the last one off of eBay. These began to be released. Well, they started being released after the special editions hit cinemas in 1997. So this book here was released in '98. It is by DK Books. It's called Star Wars Incredible Cross Sections. This one I've had, since it came out really. It was pretty much brand new when I got it. The other ones were released as each of the prequel movies were released. So there's the other books I've got. You got Episode 1, Episode 2, and Episode 3, which I just recently got off eBay. I only paid about $23 for that, and my local bookstore, well, not really local, but the one in the city, is asking $55 for it still, and it's, what's that, about six years old now. So it was a great score to pick up off eBay. They just go into absolutely fantastic detail into all the ships. There's also a series of books for locations. I've got one of them from Episode 1, and I've got another one I've just bought off eBay for Episode 2, so I wouldn't mind trying to track down the others. More recently, in more recent years, they've released these as a whole. As far as I know, I'm not sure about the vehicle books, but they've released them all, especially with the visual dictionaries, which is like a character guide. They've released it as a big whole, but I've still got the 4 books. One, of course, being the prequel, original trilogy like this one, and then 3 individual books for each of the prequels. So I've had this for quite a long time, and it's in really nice condition. I've really taken care of all my Star Wars books. There's a list of all the vehicles it goes into detail of. So I just thought I'd have a quick flick through this one, just to show you guys the incredible detail of these books if you haven't seen them before. It's got all your little tags and arrows to point where everything is. Really just so you can really learn about the ships and know what everything's called. It's actually quite informative. So there's usually just a quick little paragraph about the ship itself and its part in the movie. And there's little sections about what happens in the movie. Suppose you could pause this if you like and just have a quick flip, have a quick read. Not too far. Use this Star Destroyer. So it does these excellent little cutaway illustrations, which are absolutely fantastic. So you get right into all the engine works and all the really minor detail. And there's some really nice artwork throughout this book, and the other ones, of course. And we have the TIE Fighter, which really just cuts away at the wings and what you see behind those black panels. Almost looks like a heating element, but in the middle of each of these books there is a fold out. So here we have the Death Star. So you have the basic plans, some other sections. This is probably going to be one of the most detailed ones. So there's obviously the inside of the Death Star where the main reactor's been hit and it is in the process of blowing up. And they just fold back into the centre of the book. The only one thing I wasn't too careful of as when I was young was as you turn the page they tend to fold over, but here we have the Sandcrawler. So I'm just interested to see what all you guys think of these books, and I will run down through the other books if you would like me to. If you just put out a request and I'll give you a bit of a flick through the other books And here's everyone's favourite ship, of course, the Millennium Falcon. So I'll just hover that there so you can pause and have a little read of that if you like. Everyone loves the Falcon. Sorry about the glare. So these books still can be found in bookshops. They are obviously limited, and you can get them for quite a good price on eBay these days. So I highly recommend it if you can get them at a decent price, and they are fantastic books. Probably some of my most treasured possessions out of my book collection anyway. Here is the T-65 X-Wing. The proton torpedo. Very nicely detailed, gets right into the cockpit. All the workings of the engine. It's a really, really great book. Obviously the episode 1, 2 and 3 books go into a lot more, obviously there's a lot more variety, as those movies were spanned out over different periods of time, and they introduced new ships and spacecraft throughout those movies. So whereas this book, you've got the ships that were in the original trilogy, and that's about it. With Darth Vader's TIE Advanced X1. It's a really nice ship. Of course, the boss gets the nice car, executive parking and all that. See our TIE Interceptor. There's the AT-AT. You've got all your snowtrooper ranks there. There's speeder bikes in the back, which is really nice. And these books just fascinated me as a kid, because I'd watch the movies, and especially in the with Empire Strikes Back and the Hoth scene, I'd come flick straight through to the book and have a look, and I was amazed by it, just the amount of detail. You know, Snow Speeder, AT-ST. They're not overly thick books, but there's the Slave 1. I just thought this video would be good to do, being that I've got a better quality camera now. I can really capture the detail in these drawings. It's something I've been wanting to do for quite a while, is go into these books, and now I finally can. And Jabba's sail barge. This is a really nice drawing too. It goes into all the different quarters, the different areas of the barge. There's his skiffs, the armory. So really, when you watch the movies, you really get a good idea of how everything's laid out, and when you see down one room, you know what's in the next room when you're watching the movie, and yeah. And yeah, that's the last one for that book. So I hope you've enjoyed a look at that book. Once again, it is Star Wars Incredible Cross Sections, the ultimate guide to Star Wars vehicles and spacecraft. Excellent set of books. I'm glad to have finally completed them. Like I said, Revenge of the Sith I got last week for a lot cheaper than it is in my local bookshop. So if you'd like me to run through any of these other books with you, just give me a comment, and I'll see what I can do. So like usual, guys, thanks for watching. Until my next video, whether it's requested by you or not, may the Force be with you. Bye.